Okay, so we've got that opened up. And what we're going to do before we get started, so let's make oh my god, there's a lot of ordinate dimensions, aren't there? So I would say to simplify this up, everybody knows how to do it, there's no doubt about that. Let's delete these dimensions off. I know that's going to probably make you mad, but that way at least we can see what we're doing on it by tracing them, okay? You could theoretically put them on another layer and hide that layer, but haven't done a whole lot of that with Inventor. So let's just delete them off. That way they won't be crossing over so bad. And we're going to do the finish cut on this thing, okay? It's kind of the plan, right? So I'll just kind of highlight the red dimensions there. Hit the delete key. I know we spent some time doing that, but hopefully you learned how to do it a little bit. Delete them off. Okay, now the idea, oops, I didn't want to do that, undo. The idea is we're going to put the dimensions on the actual part and do the finish cut. And it'll look just like we did the finish thing when we get done anyway, okay? So that's kind of the idea behind it. Is everybody good? Okay, so let's do the ordinate, all those simple dimensions, yes. And we're just going to do a finish cut along, we're going to follow the path along the part, and it'll cut it and it'll look exactly right, and that's kind of the main thing anyway. Okay, the other ones these are just going straight over, coming back, straight over, coming back, straight over, coming back 1,000 times, and I'm not going to make you go through that. Kind of limited time here in our 2-hour class period. Okay, so is everybody good? Got that done? All right, so let's create these ordinate dimensions for the part itself. We'll put them to the, I guess, maybe to the left would be cleaner for the vertical, and then down, okay, for the horizontal. So let's try that. So we go to annotate, go to ordinate, pick our view. Okay, now we're just going to pick all the actual parts on the part that need dimensioned. Okay, like that. This flat doesn't need dimensions, so don't do that. Just pick along there, and then we'll program that is my plan. You guys are guinea pigs, so you're the first class doing this, so we'll see how this goes. I think it'll go fine. Okay, when you get all the way over there, you basically right click, hit continue, drop your dimensions. I'm going to do the side ones first, I guess. There are a lot of them. Now some of these are going to the center points, I'm sure. And other points I don't necessarily need, like I don't need that bottom one. Now I'm going to separate them up real quick. If you notice one that is part of the center point, you don't need that either. You can delete it. But and duplicates, you can delete them too. All right, those are separated. Now I'm gonna do the same thing for the horizontal. For the horizontal, I'm gonna grab these bottom ones because they're the same dimension instead of grabbing the top ones and bring them down. Okay, then I can keep them separated a little bit easier, maybe. Hopefully. So I'm gonna do ordinate and do the same thing again, picking all my view, pick my lines. King looks like it's probably one of the worst case scenarios, so. Again, so any of them that go to a center point like this one does, for sure, I'm just going to delete them off. If they're not touching, if the grip point is not on the part, it's for a center point, okay? So like if it's going on the inside of that, it's definitely a center point. The grip, if the final grip is not touching the part, it's a center point. There's a lot of them that are center points. That looks a lot nicer when you get that done. Another one I missed. Same thing on these. A lot of these are they're not touching the part. They're a center point. The last grip. So many of these it's hard to tell, but. So I'm going to touch each one of these on the right side, one at a time, by hitting escape and picking them. And if they're not touching on the part itself, like that one there is not, it's in space, it's definitely going to a center point. So a lot of them. Careful, make sure you don't delete any ones you need. Okay, I think I got rid of most of them. So it doesn't look near as bad as it did. Okay, so we're going to use those dimensions to program it. So save that. Messy over there, but and then let's open up CNC base. I'll give everybody a minute to get that finished before I start, of course. Everybody doing okay? So we're going to need radiuses on there. So go ahead and throw your radiuses on all your arcs. That shouldn't take too long to hit the dimension button. And every time you got an arc, just put a little radius on it like that. Okay. Thanks for reminding me. I was going to say that and I kind of forgot. If some of them will probably be identical, but it's kind of hard to tell until you pick them. I was thinking about when I drew this, I could have really simplified these radiuses and forced them to be easier probably, but next year. Lots of radiuses. Okay, if you want to just watch me for a minute, and then you guys, when you get that far, you can jump into it, okay? And then everybody kind of continue at their own pace until they get it done. We'll see how bad this is. So first thing, of course, you open your template over here. Hopefully you have one still. If you don't, then open your hammerhead and turn it into a template. But I've got a template set up there, okay? If it doesn't look like, make sure you have all the windows open. So you want to make sure that in the view, the position should be on. I don't know how mine all got turned off, but they did. Don't need the operator panel, but you do need the verify window. You don't need the, I don't think you need the operator panel. Yeah, you need that for optional skip, I guess. Okay, so you do need the operator panel. So the only one you don't need is really the jog control. Everything else you kind of need. Machine info, where's that hiding at? There it is. Okay, so you need all those windows opened up. Okay. If it doesn't look like the right part, so this part is 1 inch by, mine is at least 1 inch by, I'm just going to go with 3.077. That's how long it is on the end. So we'll just call it the exact size. So if you go to verify settings, and stock, it should remember what you had last time. If it doesn't, you might need to open up the correct program to get the correct tools. Okay, so remember that. Remember, you might have to open up the workspace, especially if you're using the server one. If it does not bring up the last one you used, and open the workspace from a class or two ago. Okay, just make sure it's a lathe workspace. All right, mine is opening up correct, so I'm just going to change size a little bit. Verify settings, stock, and it was already 1 inch diameter. And it was 3.077 is how long my chest piece is, okay? So I hit OK there. Then you just start writing your codes, okay? And this is a finish cut. We'll just go ahead and, that's the only thing we're going to program is finish cut. Okay, so the first code would be G0. It's going to come down to right at this position, okay? So I just can pick on that like this so I can see which one it is. And then go over here, it goes 140 high, okay? And then, of course, 377, that would be my Z. My X is 1440, okay? So I got to come down to that position. I'm going to go ahead and, that's right here. I'm going to assume the part's cut correctly, so we're going to go high speed to that. So that is, got to edit unlock, okay? And the X was 3.077. Nope, that's my X is 0.14, and my Z was 3.077. Okay, then I go straight over to this position. So I'm going to basically go straight over here, straight up to here, do my G. It's counterclockwise. So counterclockwise would be a G2. I'm going to do a G2 around here with this radius, which I've got all this stuff listed down here and the location. Okay, and then I'd go down to this position in the X, and then I'm going to do another G. This is clockwise, so that's a G3, then a G2, then a G3, another G3, then a G3. I'm going to keep going until I get all the way across this thing, okay? And some of them might be too deep of cuts and it might waller them out, but I'll probably we'll just let us get away with that since there's so many program codes to make it happen, okay? So that's kind of the coding. If somebody's confused or stuck, let me know and I'll try to get you started, okay? Write that and then kind of show it to me, okay? I think that's most of it.
I want to be doing the same thing to make sure it works. Anybody stop? Anybody need a hand? You start right here. These are your fish cut, that's it. with one tool, don't worry about switching over going backwards. It bothers it a little bit, to drive. Just throw a tight neutral. Trying to get you to learn coding a little bit, and that works, and then we're gonna move on to.
So the other thing I wanted to do today, did we ever try to install Mastercam on the PCs in here? I don't think we ever got to it. We talked about it, but we didn't do it. So make sure before you leave today, either try to install it, unless we run out of time, try to install it on your laptop or the school PC, okay? Before you leave, all right? We'll get to that after we get this done. That was what I was planning on for the rest of the day. Because we're going to go in. I'd like to go into Mastercam Monday if we can. Having some troubles here trying to get it on the school computers, but. You kind of test your program as you go. You want to make sure you make mistakes. We're going to do it. Yeah, we're following the all the way. Yep. Yep. Oh, yeah. Well, this is the G1, this is G1, this is G2. Every got a G2 or 3, you got to have rated stuff. Clockwise is 3 on the way. Counterclockwise. Doesn't work, so we do have a problem. There you go. So it's going the way the hand goes is the G3 on the lay on the job. Yes, but these are not. Yeah. Clockwise is G3. It is confusing. Just think it's opposite all the way. I remember that. Whichever way you can remember it. Everybody else okay? Everybody stuck, let me know. If I get stuck, I'll let you know, and then they might have to help me figure this darn thing out. All right. So I'm gonna probably talk while I program this since I'm recording it. So just do your best to ignore me if you're doing it on your own. All right. So I went to this position right here, okay, which is the same as this is spinning. All right. I went to here, and I'm gonna go straight over. That's my first G1. Okay. So and it's going straight over to 2.975. That one's pretty easy. 2.975. Okay. And next line, it's my first rough cut. Now I'm going to go straight down here or up here, either way. So I got so I'm touching that dimension. There it is, okay? Which is the same on both sides. I'm going to go back here so I can read it. So it goes to 228 straight up. That's also a G1. So that's X.228, okay? My caps lock on. Okay. So Now I'm up to there. So you gotta kind of keep track where you are. So I'm right here. So now I gotta go around this. Okay, and it's going to the same place basically in the X, but the Z is going to be different. Okay, so that's going counterclockwise. So that's G2 on mine. So G2, the X will be the same, 0.228. My Z is going to be a little farther over, 2852, 2.852. And I need to throw a radius on there, and it's 0.062. All right, let's just try this and see where we're at here. See if I made any big mistakes. So I'm going to do verify program, verify, here it comes. Well, it looks close to right, but it's definitely not right. What did I do wrong? So I'm going to do a single step just to see. Verify. I don't have to look at all the lines here. That up. Not many lines here yet. I had to start off wrong. Okay, so it's coming down. Going to go over to 2975. Did that just fine. Should go up to 228. Did that fine. So somewhere my radius is screwed up. 228 in the X. 2/8. Oh, the tool cut it. That's why.
Okay, so if you test yours and the tool looks messed up, you should accept it now. Yeah, what happens if the tool messed up? You can go in there and adjust the tool size if you want to do. So there's others to do that. Theoretically, you go halfway up and do it with another tool. Yeah, just keep going. So if you look closely at it, it did work right. What happened is the tool, the way they've got it drawn is cutting that out and hitting it on the back side. So you would, in reality, you'd come back with another tool to do that. We're just going to go all the way across in the interest of time. So as long as you got the right codes in there, it's good. Okay, so now I'm going to go down here and it's really going to cut that off. I don't really like, but that's okay. So that is G1. I'm going down on the X to this number, 147. 147. And that's definitely going to mess it up, but that's all right. And then I'm going to go up to this position here. Okay, so that is going to right here. So I have to find that one. 311 is my X. And that's going clockwise, it's G3. And what did I say? 311, X, 311, space, Z, right here, 2.607. And my radius on that one was 415. 415, okay. So now I'm down to here, or basically up to here, same thing. Okay, so let's see how bad it clobbers it. It's gonna be pretty bad, but it's all right. Verify. Slow down a little bit. Come down. Well, it just kind of clobbered this little part here. But that's all right. So it actually looks a little bit like a cross, so we'll deal with it. All right. So in reality, what you do is you come back, you go up to here, and then go
you have to do these cuts with the other tool. Okay, don't coming from the other side. All right, so I'm down to here, went up to here, and I go back down to here. Okay, and this is one radius the whole way, which is nice. Okay, so I'm going to go to, that's my X, 215. That is going clockwise, so it's a G. It's clockwise, this is also clockwise, yeah, so it's G3. G3, X, 215, space, Z, 2.287. And the radius of 510. And then we'll go to this one here. So that has the X value right there, 0.292. And that one is going counterclockwise, so it's G2. G2, X, 292, Z, 2177, radius of 0.230. All right, I'm going to check it again here and see where I'm at. Didn't make any mistakes. It's coming along okay. Wiping it out a little bit, but not too bad. So I got to do this one next. Really, this should have probably been done with one radius to make it quicker, but oh well. That's that. So right there's my X, 290. And I think I'm still in G2, aren't I? So yeah, I'm still going to G2. So I don't need to type it. So X, 290 is almost the same spot. Z of 2093. And the radius is 125. And I'm still on another G2, and this one I'm going to go to down here. There it is. Got it. There's the last point, so trace it back. 211. X, 0.211. Z, 1978. And the radius of 0.302. Is everybody doing okay? Anybody completely lost? Ready to throw in the towel? Not yet, almost. It's actually working. It's not working perfect for sure, but you get the idea. It's definitely going to look something like a king when we're done, I think. Okay, so we've got that done. Now we need to do this. This is a straight line, so that's nice. So that's a G1. And we go straight over to this, and I don't know what the height is, so I gotta go find it. Would have been better if I did these all on the same side, but probably should have maybe pulled. I don't know. There's crossover so much, about have to do the way I got it. You never find them. Tough anyway. So that's 220 and the X. Z is 1645, 1.645, radius, there's no radius, just D1. Okay, and I'm going to do this one next. So that one goes to there, and there's the that one right there. And it's 322. and that is going clockwise, so it's G3. X.322. 1.378 for my Z. The radius is 498. So look at that. I got a couple of little ones here. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna assume this is a straight line here. It's close enough. So it is going and the dimension 349. I'll do a G1 X.349 Z 1339. 1339. I'm going to erase. I'm going to test it after that. So I'm going to do this one next. That is going this way, so it is a clockwise. So it's a G3, G3, and my X is almost the same spot. That one right there. This one. 351. Z is 1.278. My race is the 16th, or 63. Or 0.63. Test it. And make a big error. Looks good. I probably should save it before I test it. It's a good place to save. So probably before you get too far, make sure you save your program as your chess piece. I'm just going to save it as king. I'll save as. Hold on one second. Should do save as.
The way we really do that is we're going to hold one on this side of this tool and come back at it. Now pull out and now we get done. So I'm trying to shortcut this a little bit. So you just got to use your imagination. Yeah, you got it, man. No. Yeah. Clockwise, right? You go clockwise. Not backwards clockwise. Regular clockwise. Not like clock in the mirror. Clock you look right at. All of this will look good, this will look good. This will follow a little bit, this will look good. Most of this will look good. Yours will look pretty good, actually. Back of the tool will follow.
Okay, where the heck was I at? 6.3. Okay, so I think I was right here, so I'm gonna do this one next. Okay, so it's this. Going to here. My X is 286. That is a going counterclockwise of G2. Six. Y is this one. So it's right there, 1.2. Not my Y, my Z of 1.2. Got a radius of 236. Then I'm going back the other way, so it's G3 because it's counterclockwise. Oh, I see. I said that wrong. It's from up here, so it's going from here down. It's going counterclockwise, so it's G2. And then this one is going clockwise, yes, G3. I'm going to right here. 303. The 1.055 and a radius of 0.086. I've got a 0. So you just keep doing. I'm gonna pause the recording until I get this thing red there. Like I said, the backside tool's hitting it along the way, so it's not gonna look exactly like this. We'd have to come back in with the other tool and do all those ones that it's sitting on, and not with the one we're doing it. So, trying to shortcut this a little bit in the interest of time. Okay, so look, mine came out pretty close to right. It did, like I said, if you watch it real slowly on the single step, it did clobber it a few places. You can watch the tool as it goes across there. Clobbered it right there. Did pretty good there. Went fine. Went fine. Clobbered it a little bit there. Went across. Doing fine. Doing fine. Clobbered it a little bit. Went up. Did it hit it again on the backside.
They do make sharper tools too that it's kind of hidden in some of those areas that are not knocked out. I think you can use them modified.
So if you want to modify your tool, they do make steeper tools that makes it a little bit more accurate. You can just change the angle of the approach right or the back cut here, and that's pretty easy to do. Basically, all you got to do is go in here to the tools setup library, and we're using tool 1, and change the angle, which is let's see here, it was 60 degrees. So it's from this angle right here, from the line right here to right here. Okay, if you change that to 30 degrees from 60 degrees, it makes it a lot. Change it over to 30, it makes it a lot steeper, and you can kind of see what fits in there a little bit better. Still not perfect. I had some pretty steep cuts in mine, but it's pretty close. Okay, so if you want to see what it looked like a little bit better, you can change that angle to 30 degrees on tool 1 instead of 60, and hit OK. That'll look a little bit more accurate. Definitely looks like a king now, so that's good.
It's not perfect, but pretty close.
When you download this, skip this first part. and go down here where it says get your Mastercam demo HLE. That's what you're going for, okay? Your email, your login, tell us about yourself, activate. I already have that email, so it's not working on mine, but it should work fine on yours.